let's talk about Omarosa. Let's talk about Omarosa. You guys think that Omarosa turned on Trump? Nope, she did not turn on Trump. It's all part of the show. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, Omarosa was on The Apprentice. She won The Apprentice, and so she had this relationship with Trump from, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. They became good friends after the show, right? So when he was running for president, she was, of course, on...
I never watched that show, by the way.
Staff. She was on his staff, right? So, and then she supposedly turns on him and decides that she's going to write a book. That he's a racist and all this stuff.
She wrote this book.
And he fires her, or she quits.
Pushed her out. She got fired.
She got fired and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'm going to expose the truth about Donald Trump, right? So, you guys, this is one of the greatest moments in all, and to me, there's been a lot of fun ones with the show. When I'm talking about the show, I'm talking about Q, and I'm talking about all the things that Q is kind of giving us a clue on. Watch the news, watch this, check this out. People are actors are acting. So whenever I watch something on TV now, I always have that in the back of my mind. Is this politician an actor acting? Are they compromised? Are they a white hat? Have they been blackmailed? What's going on here? You gotta think on all these different levels, right? So Omarosa gets invited onto The View because she's written this expose about Donald Trump and how racist he is, and she's captured some of his racist comments, and she's going to expose him, and of course the ladies on The View are super excited to get the juicy gossip and to talk to this woman who's turned on Donald Trump, right?
She's an insider who's...
We are back with Omarosa, whose book Unhinged is freaking everybody out at the White House.
Shows up on The View, and she's doing, the small talk.
They're going around. Everybody's like, yeah, well, you're...
And she's just like, he is unequivocally a racist.
I was watching.
Oh, when I rewatched it afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, we got Omarosa. She goes on stage. She's chumming it up with all The View, all those annoying women. She's chumming it up with them, and I'm watching.
So, as we said earlier, you brought a tape with you.
Yeah. I did.
And it's sort of brand new. What?
And she goes, I've got video to show you. All ladies, all eyes on this video. I don't think they screened the video. She came last minute and they didn't have time to screen it because they rolled that. And when they rolled
it cold.
They rolled it cold. And you know what? When they rolled it, it was...
And it's a tape of you-know-who talking about the Russia investigation last October. Can you set this up for us? Because I don't want to get this wrong.
When Donald Trump got bored, which was very often because his attention span was very short, he would sometimes try to figure out what meetings were taking place in the White House, and he would crash those meetings. This was a meeting with the entire communications staff and the press shop. We were meeting to talk about tax reform or his trip to North Korea, and he crashed the meeting. He came into the meeting, he sat down, and he starts rambling from topic to topic. None of it makes sense. Right. And then, this is in October of last year. So this is 10 months after the election, right. Actually 12 months, and he's still talking about Hillary Clinton.
Can you play it, please?
It was so sweet because they were watching it, and President Trump talks about, like, yeah, I think we...
It opens with President Trump in a room. You could tell he's at it's supposed to be like a meeting, and there's a couple staffers, and he's in there, and he comes in there, and he goes, and I'm not quoting it exactly, but it's something I heard that Hillary Clinton spent $9 million for that fake Russian dossier.
I think Hillary's getting killed now with Russia. The real Russia story is Hillary and collusion. Somebody told me, hope you told me it was $9 million they spent on the phony report.
Someone just said that she was far worse for the country than we thought. She didn't know her own campaign was spending $9 million.
Did you see? Nobody knows who spent it. No, I heard it was 9. I heard it was 5.7, but now they say it was 9. It was spent to a law firm. That way they can't trace it. But they trace it. One thing in this business, they trace it. And yeah, close to $9 million. I can't even believe it. The reason law firm is because this way you don't have to give any papers. But they found out it's definitely illegal, and it's illegal from a campaign standpoint, from a campaign financing standpoint. So the whole Russia thing, I think, seems to have turned around. What do you think, Sarah?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
What a good little
we're
girl.
going to take a deep breath after. We're going to talk about this tape when we come back.
Yeah.
Talk about this tape when we come back.
Yeah.
So anyway, the entire video is just the conversation about how much money they heard that Hillary Clinton spent on the fake Russian dossier, and when that was all it was. That's literally all they said.
I think she spent like $9 or was it $15 million
on the dossier,
and that was the
leaked.
Yes.
The leaked audio.
That is what
so
she
cut
the commercial. And when they came back from commercial to Omarosa, Omarosa had this like giggling girl smile on her face. And you know what? When I saw that look on her face, I knew it was a setup immediately. And I smiled.
So we don't know exactly, what the purpose of that whole thing was.
We knew exactly. It was trolling them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge troll. But I'm just saying, like, what she's been doing since then. Like,
oh, no. But the thing was,
behind the scenes,
let me say this. Is when Omarosa did that, and when I saw the look on her face, when they came back from that, and she had that look on her face, like, oop, funny.
Because you knew she was
heroic.
She's with
everything.
Trump.
Oh my gosh, it was a freaking full-on
giant troll with Donald Trump, and
she's in on the joke,
and they're all
and they were all
laughing.
And another thing that I was laughing about is I would love to have been there when they recorded Donald Trump saying that, because he was laughing.
I know.
In the background, you could hear him
going. You
going.
couldn't even tell he was acting when he was saying it
like,
all. He was like talking to Mike.
like,
I heard Hillary Clinton spent $9 million on the fake Russian dossier.
Oh my gosh.
It is so funny.
It is so
I haven't
funny.
even looked to see if you can still find it on YouTube.
No, period. Funny.